Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. What's up? All right, we seem to be in some state of live. I have a warning from YouTube telling me that they're not receiving my video enough to maintain a stream. I'm wondering if that's just an error from when I went live. We have had a storm in the area. Am I live on Twitch? Is Twitch working? I hope things are working, but hello, good evening. All good? Yo, what's up? What's up? How's it going, Ak, Clue, Dimitri? Son of a bear, we're all good? I hope so. Let me hop in game here. We're just chilling. Today's gonna be a little bit of a weird stream, if I'm gonna be perfectly honest. It's gonna be a... Oh shit. Clicking on wrong things. It's gonna be a weird stream. Twitch and YouTube look the same? Okay, good. Yo, what's up, Mr. Happy Guy? Hello. And D212. Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. If it's not your evening, good evening. It's evening for me. Today's an evening weird stream. We're a little bit zooted, you know, having a good time. Oh, shit. Today's stream, honestly, it might be a little bit of a shit show. I think today's stream is going to be indicative of this entire week, to be perfectly honest. My boss is out of town or doing something. I forget what, honestly. I don't remember if he's going out of town, but I'm covering this entire week. And so I've been working like the late shift, essentially. Or I say I've been working. I will be working the late shift all of this week and next week. So streams are a little bit later. Rumel is a little bit loopier. Shit show time, let's go. Actually, yes. Today's stream is going to be a little bit of a shit show because I've been up for too many hours. I'm loopy. I'm a little bit intoxicated. It's gonna be an interesting stream. I don't know what I should do. I don't have a plan. I usually before I start streaming, I'm like, okay, so today's stream, I'm gonna go shiny hunt X Pokemon. I'm gonna go do this or whatever. I'm gonna go do that. I have no plan. I wasn't even gonna go live today. I was kind of feeling like just taking a nice rest day. But you know what? It's been too long. I didn't feel like editing. I didn't have the brain for it. I was way too tired from work. So we're just chilling. Maybe I'll do some flipping. Shit, so yeah, it's exactly the same as the normal streams. It's gonna be a shit show. That's right. Hello, Kuroshi. Missed you too. That's the thing is, I feel like I haven't done enough streams recently. That's a good price for some RP. I'll take that. Anytime that RP is $250, I'll buy it. To be honest. Oh shit, it's ORP? What's RP at right now? Damn, it's actually tanking. I'll buy that up, whatever. If it ever goes down to $250, usually I can make profit on it. Missed your streams, man? Haven't been doing enough either. Yeah. Haven't been doing enough either. God, I can't even talk. I can't read. Oh no. The shit show is starting. Okay, I'm gonna need a promise from everyone on stream right now, and you're gonna need to relay this to anyone else that comes in chat. We're not gonna have any making fun of the streamer for mispronouncing words this stream. Because he is very tired and very intoxicated. Can't type, bro. Yeah, it's fair. I can't read normally, and man, I can't talk right now. I don't know what it is. Special attack, Cloister. 2 times. It's not worth. Please go to the top of Mount Silver. Popperich is trying to beat. Yeah, honestly, I think red might be up. That's what I was gonna maybe do before I forgot. And Rumel Intoxicated stream, let's go. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting stream for real. I could go fight red. I could go... Here's what I could do. I could go fight red and then do the most inefficient Elite Four run that's ever been done. With just, like, half-assing it. No. So, I got this shiny, especially for fighting red as well. For fighting red and also for taking on the Elite Four. Man, this stream is going to be interesting. I'm like so out of it already. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for thank you for clicking on the link to watch the shit show that hasn't even begun to unfold yet. I just feel like I know what's going to happen this stream and what already has happened in like the first 3 seconds with me like fucking mispronouncing things and stuff. Thank you for clicking on the link. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, everyone that clicked on the link is subscribed. Who am I kidding? But like the stream on YouTube. Appreciate you. Drunk egg hunting when? Never. I can't click the buttons. I think red might be up for me. I could go fight him just for the lulz. 6 Wobbuffet, please? Nah. Nah, if I beat red, I'm gonna beat him fair and square. I just gotta... okay, now my Twitch is active. Gave me a notification being like, oh, hey, you want to check out your stream? Hydration check. That's actually really clutch. I need to be hydrating. To press the like button a second time. Yeah, you gotta figure that out. I can't help you because, again, I'm intoxicated, but... It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Okay, let me put a citrus berry on this. I could go fight red. I don't know if I want to. Red cheat, yeah. Because if I go fight red, I feel like I should maybe go do something afterwards with the charm. Because it's worth it to pop 100% for red. Wait, hold on. Do I have 100% or did I use that already? I used that already. Okay. I don't know if I want to make money for the next hour, is the problem also. Fighting red would be good. You know what I should do? I should go collect my... all my ability patches. I still need to do that. I still need to collect all of my ability patches. 142,000. I'll fight him. I'll get part of that back. I already did my gym rerun is the problem. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I feel like it. I don't know if I feel like fighting red. I think he's up, but I think I'm just gonna stall. To be perfectly honest. Because if I fight him, I'm gonna need to like go do some other stuff for the next hour if I win, and I should win with this team. I kind of want to just chill. I kind of want to just chill and shiny hunt and maybe play some randoms or something. I feel like Pokedex completion would be the perfect thing, but unfortunately my Pokedex is complete. I could do Alphadex stuff, but that doesn't sound like much fun. It is still day. I could go to Miltank. Again, thank you to everyone that turned in, or that turned on the stream, that tuned into this. This is genuinely gonna be the worst stream I ever do. Or the best, depending on, you know, the viewer. Depending on what you want out of your content, this is gonna be like the most disjointed, fucking unpolished Rumel stream that you ever get. Let me do some Miltank shiny hunting. I could get the shiny Miltank. Could make it happen. Pop my Surskit out. I'm here for it. Good. Ooh. The problem is that I don't have much drink left. Blue cow? Let's get a Shrek. I need that. I need that blue cow in my life. Already have a shiny rat, so don't want another one of those, but we'll see if we can't get it. I've been doing some flipping just because I need to make some money, but I probably shouldn't do that on stream. Especially not while drunk. Flipping while drunk is not a good idea. It's like the number one way to lose your money is flipping while intoxicated or after having anything. Think we go Mill Tank? Yeah. I think we do too. I'm very tempted to do some randoms. Since I'm not on Charm, I might intersperse some randoms in this shiny hunting. Because usually, whenever I do streams like this, I usually like to do some randoms. Just because, like, with randoms, it's already a gamble whether or not you even have a chance to win or lose. Which is honestly part of the reason why I love playing randoms so much. Is because some games of randoms I get in, and I look at all 6 of my team members, and I'm like, I don't have a single Pokemon that can deal with my opponent's lead. Like, I don't have a single chance of beating this one Pokemon that he has with any of my 6. And I'll just get sunned. And sometimes you log into randoms, and you just have, like... you just have, like, an OU team or something. I don't know. Randoms is so much fun while doing intoxicating things. Flipping while drunk with 30 or 300 mil, a surefire way to have 0 mil. Yeah. I was doing some flipping before I started stream. I actually made a little bit of profit. Let's pull up the trade log here. Yeah, this Gyarados we flipped, I made like 15k on that, something like that. I don't know. I forget how much the listing fee on that was, but not too much. And then made a little bit of money with these rainbow quills. Very, very big flips all around, you know. I made like, I made like 30k profit. So basically, I'm rolling in dough right now. Could buy anything I want. Not gonna lie, I'm almost broke. I feel that. I feel like I've been teetering on like broke as fuck for way too long. The cheaper richest charm, I'm just gonna buy that because I need to do my gym run tomorrow. It's like 2k cheaper than most of them have been. But yeah, I've been like, man, I've been doing gym runs like multiple a day. One of my main, and usually I'll do one of my alts, if not 2. Like one on both of my alts, but that's only when I'm super motivated. And I've been trying to get into E4 reruns, trying to practice that a little bit so I can maybe do like an E4 rerun with my red fight for maximum gain out of that. And maybe do like an E4 rerun once a week or something with the red fight, but man, I am broke. I don't have 2.4 mil right now. Thankfully, my shiny flip sold. I made like a couple 100k off of that. But man, yeah, it's rough. Especially considering I want to buy a shiny to breed 2 separate Pokemon, 2 separate shinies I want to breed down right now. So it's been rough. No money to do that. No money to do any real flipping. I missed out on a flip like 10 minutes before I started streaming because I didn't have 3 mil. I was so sad. Oh, it was such a good flip. It was worth like 600k. What is it at? It might be more. Ooh, yeah. Wait, no, it's not that. Wait, it's not that. What am I doing? I'm typing the wrong thing. It's not the thunder. Wait. What is it called? Volcano! I'm dumb. Yeah, 3.1 mil. Damn. Too slow. It wasn't 3 mil, but I need to get over 3 mil so I can start buying those whenever they go under 3 mil. I think it wasn't 600K, but I think it was probably like 500K profit. I think it was like 2.6 mil or something like that. Yeah, it depends on your definition of broke. I would view broke in PokeMMO, for me currently, I would view broke as like, if you have under... broke for me would be like if you have under 1 mil. Like, that's like broke. So I feel like I'm approaching broke by having under 10 mil, you know? Like, that's, I feel like, is the spectrum. If you have more than 1 mil, at least you can do some, like, pretty significant flipping if you're good at it and build your cash stack up. Like, if you don't even have a mil, you can't do anything, like, late game in this game. You can't build a team, you can't, like, do some really big breeding or anything like that, like shiny breeding or anything. Count items and stuff you have? That's true. If you have items to sell, I guess you're never really broke. That's what happens whenever I get broke, is I just, like, I can't stand not having money, I'll just sell off investments. That's what happened before. I just sold off a whole bunch of investments, got back up to like 3 mil, and then I got shiny Poliwhirl and immediately bred it for like 3 mil. Hemorrhaged my money again. So I've been doing multiple gym runs. What's happening? What's happening right now? I'm not drunk. This is just the game. Okay, well, the servers are dead. Thank you for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. What the fuck's happening? PokeMMO, please. If we have maintenance right now, I think that would be the perfect end to this shit show of a stream. Let me BRB. We click on the right stream. Can we get back in? Oh, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. No, I'm still on. Yeah. We're back in. We're fine. Is that the male sound again? That was weird. Hello, Rich's charm. Clear that. No, server still on. We're good. We're good. We got it. We're back in. Hey, I don't know why. I kind of feel like playing some randoms. Still out here hatching eggs? I do know, yeah. I love the person with the shiny Masquerain right next to me. Such a good shiny. Internet provider trying to sabotage you. So when I went live, the YouTube stream had a warning. Oh, thank God it's gone now. It says excellent connection. Excellent connection. I don't know why I said that word like that. I'm intoxicated. Ignore me. Saying, yeah, it was like saying I had poor connection and it was struggling. My life is Roblox. That's what it feels like right now. It feels like my life is Roblox. PvP. Let me click on the right thing. I'm gonna play a randoms. We're gonna see how this goes. I might play one and then just immediately go back to shiny hunting. We'll see how it goes. Also, during this randoms match, if you feel like backseating, know there is just as much of a chance of me completely ignoring or misinterpreting your advice as it is me taking it as legitimate. So I appreciate you. It probably won't help. I am not good enough at Spanish. I'm drunk, ignore me. Exactly, yeah. I'm not good enough to know what that means. Okay, let's see. So we have a choice spec. And a choice scarf, okay. Choice Scarf Blaziken. I don't think I've ever gotten that before. Oh, let me open up Battle Chat. Let me link the Discord real quick. Leak that, okay. Alright, also, another thing for this stream, you're not allowed to judge me. I'm usually better at randoms. I usually win every single one of my matches. I'm just, you know, too intoxicated right now to play optimally, so that's why you're about to see what you're about to see. I believe in you. Okay, we'll see. So first off, let me preface by saying I am not a PvPer. I'm not good at Pokemon PvP. I'm not even that good at Pokemon in general. I've just been playing a lot of story modes for a long time. So we lowered attack. Or no, we lowered it, their attack. It's a Beedrill. I don't know what it's going to hit me with because I'm too dumb. I don't have anything that could hit it super effectively because I'm bad. I could just howl. That'd be safe. Just boost attack, see what it does. I don't even know. Here's the wonderful thing about watching me play Pokemon randoms. I don't know what Pokemon I'm using. I don't know what Pokemon I'm facing. I don't know what moves I'm going to get hit with. And I don't know what the optimal play is. So we're going to howl. Oh, he's swords dancing. That scares me. If he's swords dancing, that makes me think that he's going to be better. Or going to have a super effective move. All right, so we raised attack by 1. He raised by 2, right? Where the fuck is the thing? There's the thing. Oh no, Swords Dance is just 1. What am I thinking of? Oh wait, I lowered his attack. Duh. See, this is the premium content that you're paying for. If I'm paying for, I mean completely free. Let's Ice Fang, whatever. If he's just gonna SD, I'm just gonna hit him with the Ice Fang. How much damage does this do? Ooh, that's not enough. One more time. Pray for the freeze or the flinch. 10% chance for either. Not too bad to flinch fish or whatever. I don't know. Never lose. You're my goat. I'd lose. Trust me. I'm losing already, I think. All right, so he's gonna just kill me. I'm gonna die to the poison. Oh no. Decisions. I could go Aqua Jet. How fast is this Beedrill? 180? It's kind of fast. I'm just gonna send in Manectric and Volt Switch, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I feel very confident about this. Oh, he's gonna swap out? Okay, well, that's my day ruined. Okay, this is immediately gone completely downhill. Read like a book. He swapped out. I'm doomed. What do I do? What do I do? Now you guys get to see how truly bad I am at Pokemon. What happens when Rumel's back is up against the wall? A Gastrodon, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. I feel like I should save that for a water. I should have just gone Quillfish to begin with. Aqua Jetted. Stupid. Could go it now. And just Waterfall? I don't know. YOLO, why not? I don't know what I'm doing. I should go back to shiny hunting, to be perfectly honest. Bone Club. Can't even see what it's doing. Oh, it just one-shots me? How did I not expect that? I'm so bad at this game. Okay, well, that didn't go well. I guess we scald here? Me playing Pokemon randoms is a lot like watching a monkey just, like, try to steer a cargo ship. It doesn't matter how smart the monkey is. It's not gonna win. It's not gonna do a good job. It's not designed for that. This dude's reading. 24% damage? Oh my god. I'm gonna lose so hard. Oh, I burn. Does Does that mean anything? Yo, Vidar, thank you for following. I don't know why. I don't know why you would, but I really appreciate it. Do we Earth Power here? I guess so. Oh, he's Calm Minding. Fuck. I don't know what anything has the problem. I don't know what he's gonna do. Wait, it doesn't affect it? You have Levitate? Okay, I'm gonna forfeit. I'm really not having a good time with the randoms. We're just gonna FF and we're gonna go back to shiny hunting. This is way too much brain power for me. F, yeah. Yeah, it's not in the cards. It's not in the cards. Random sounds like fun, but I am way too cooked for it. I need to go back to my monkey brain shiny hunting. I love that the last message sent is, "You'll never lose, you're my goat," and then just F. Yeah, I'd never lose. You're right. I'm way too smart. Way too talented. Ugh. The things I'm good at are shiny hunting, because that involves randomness. Yo, hello, Chistalia. What the fuck, PvP? It's over. It's over. 7 a.m. Gotta sleep tomorrow. Good luck at a blue cow. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Clue. I hope you have a great night. Well, that was a fun venture in a PvP. We don't do that around here. It's not written in the cards. Can't PvP for the life of me. Yeah, I feel like I have streaks where if I sit down and like really focus on randoms, I can do kind of okay. I can play average randoms, you know, win slightly more than I lose, but not great. On stream well zooted, whew, it is not for me. I don't know what Pokemon have Levitate is the thing. I should not be playing PvP. Or maybe it had an air balloon, to be perfectly honest. I don't know. Doesn't it say if it does? Feel like it'd be pretty bad, yeah. I play randoms whenever I need a confidence check, you know? Play some PvP, get put in your place. No, I'm a shiny hunter by trade. Much easier, much simpler. Just press button and wait for Sparkle. Why does that say? What the hell? Alright, that's just glitched. Never mind, I'm just gonna ignore that. Yeah, that's just glitched. You know what I should do? I should go get my ability patches. I should have done ability patches. I had my Pokédex complete for Kanto for a long time and did not collect my ability patch. Or maybe it was like 99% complete, but I'm pretty sure it was I'm pretty sure my Kanto Dex was like entirely complete except for like 1 or 2 Evos. And then my Hoenn and my Johto Dex were both also pretty complete. I really should have done those before Johto came out. I still haven't gotten the ability patches. Just flushing money down the drain, essentially, by not getting those and selling them as fast as possible. What are you gonna do? It's just laziness at its best. Or at its worst, rather. You know what I could also go do? Which would be just as much as a shit show as this stream has already been. I could go do Voltorb flip. I still need to earn that headpiece. I feel like that would go really, really poorly as well. Yes, please, Voltorb flip. Oh no. Great content for sure. Maybe. Maybe in a little bit here. I'll hop over there. I desperately need to get that headpiece. Yo, what's up, Toads? Hello, hello. Welcome to the shit show of a stream. Yeah, I still need a Voltorb flip. Vanity. I think I went there like day 1. Excuse me. Freaking tired. I think I went there day 1 of Johto release. Or maybe day 2? And then I have not gone back. I will do it with you? Oh no. The problem is I worry that I'll go all the way over there, and then it'll be just as much a shit show as PvP was, and I'll just be like, okay, well, I want to go back to shiny hunting. I need to gauge myself. Need that hat too, just hate games like that? Yeah. I definitely don't want to sit there for as long as it will take to get the hat. I feel like I'd rather just shiny hunt and get the shiny. Also, just a heads up, today's stream's gonna be super short. I just started going live, but it's an impromptu random bullshit stream, so just warning down. Called down there? What? Saying cold down there? Has it cooled down there? Is that what you're saying? It has. Today's actually part of the reason why I stream today is it has been like, yeah, cooled. Okay, it has been like much nicer today specifically. Yesterday was smoky. The day before that was even smokier. But today it's been raining pretty much nonstop all day. Obviously it stopped now, but it's been such a nice day in terms of weather. I could not have asked for better weather. Want a 24-hour stream? Maybe someday. I've been wanting to do a 24-hour stream. The problem is I have to have 24 hours that I can stream, and I have to have money at that time as well. So I have to have time and money, which is a rare thing for me. But for me to be able to do a 24-hour stream, I need to either have meals planned, or like I need to have money to order food, or like, I don't know, get takeout or something like that. I need to have energy drinks on stock. Fucking keep me alive during that. It does sound like a good time though. I would be super down to do a 24-hour stream. I did a 12-hour stream not too long ago. That was a lot of fun. Stayed up all night streaming. It was a 12-hour stream, which isn't like, it isn't the most insane thing, you know, it's not 24-hour stream or anything like that, but I worked 8 hours. I worked 8 hours and then made food and then started streaming and then stayed up the entire night streaming. So for me, it was like a 24-hour stream, even though it wasn't 24 hours of streaming. It was 24 hours of working, you know? Between like waking up and like making food and, you know, running a few errands and actually streaming that whole time. It was a lot of work. Having a full-time job with that sounds like butt. I hate my job right now, and it's only because of my love for streaming and making videos. My job is actually really, really nice. I have a really chill job. I like most of the people that I work with. I like my boss a lot. It's super chill. Today I was able to go into work later than I normally do and leave slightly early, which is super nice. It's super chill, but like pretty much every single day I'm sitting at work thinking about the videos I want to be editing or the streams I want to be doing, and it's fucking miserable. It's so annoying to feel your energy leaving your body, like not on the things that you want to be like expending the energy on. I don't know. There's a bit of customer service with my job as well, which can be a little annoying. Dealing with people is always annoying. But my job is super chill. Mainly the things I don't like about it is I just would rather be doing other shit, you know? Maybe one day. But nothing makes me more upset than getting off work and like not having energy. Ugh. As I try to say that, a yawn is fucking cropping up. Getting off work and not having any energy for the things that I want to be doing. There are so many days, especially recently. Johto kind of worn me out a little bit because I was working full-time and streaming full-time during that. That was kind of nuts. I feel like I'm still reeling from that, but nothing annoys me more than like getting up in the morning and feeling super, you know, rejuvenated and ready to take on the day and being like, all right, let's go. It's going to be a good day. Yo, Techno, what's up? What's up, mister? Thank you for the follow. And being like, okay, let's do this, you know, and then getting off work and feeling like, oh man, I can't do anything. I want to just lay down and go to sleep, you know? Beyond Leaf, thank you for the follow as well. Check Whispers, okay. Oh, yeah, sure, absolutely. if you're asking for a shiny charm, yeah, sure. 100%. That's so nice. Techno. Thank you. But hello, Beyond Leaf. Thank you for the follow. How are you? I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit zooted right now, so apologies for the lack of English. Long pauses in the yawning. Ooh. God bless America. Right on cue. But yeah, like, I hate getting off work and having no energy and just feeling like I wasted all of my juice or whatever. That's the thing lately. I have so many videos I want to work on, but I cannot edit unless I have like the drive for it. Techno, thank you for the shiny charm. It's so nice. Appreciate it, and good luck as well. But yeah, I hate getting off work and having no energy. And that's definitely what I felt like today. Today I got off work and I was like, Mace even asked, she was like, yo, you feel like streaming today? And I was like, no, not at all. I'm not even sort of going to. I was just going to chill and, I don't know, maybe play a video game, maybe do some editing or something. I didn't have it into me to edit. I opened up the editing program and I just stared at it for like 30 minutes. Didn't do a lick of editing. I couldn't bring myself to, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should just chill. Maybe I should have a nice chill day, recover some energy, and then it felt like streaming for whatever reason. Streaming's sometimes a little bit easier, sometimes a little bit more draining. Definitely depends on the day, depends on the mood I'm in. Today was a little bit easier than editing. I don't know why. But man, work lately has been very draining, and I'm tired of it. When work is chill, I could just sort of like think about videos at work, do a little prepping. Oh, excuse me. And then when I get home, like, you know, go hard, obviously with editing or things like that. But I don't know what it is lately. I've been, you know, maybe burnt out is the right word, but it doesn't feel like burnt out of this. It's not like burnt out of PokeMMO or burnt out of streaming or editing or anything. It's just like burnt out of fucking working, you know? I feel like I'm burnt out of my current job, and that's making me like not have the energy to do other shit. To be fair, I also went really, really hard during Johto, which is, I think personally it's totally fair for me to be a little bit tired, a little bit burnt out of streaming and video making, considering how hard I went. Way, way harder than I normally do for like a week or whatever. I mean, to be fair, like today is a much more normal stream, like pre-Johto. I got like, you know, 16 total viewers or whatever. Not to call everybody out. Appreciate everybody here, obviously. But like this is like a normal stream for me before Johto or whatever. And then during Johto, it was like when it dropped, there was like 200 viewers between Twitch and YouTube. Peak. That was a lot. that was a lot of fucking streamer interaction. I don't know. Yeah, the fucking Johto after Shiny War is a combo from hell. Absolutely. I went so hard during Shiny War, and then immediately into Johto, and then going really, really hard into Johto. I definitely still had energy going into Johto. Yeah, I can't talk. Into Johto. But man, after like the initial rush and after beating the storyline, I feel so drained. Also, Auk, thank you for the swallow swarm call. Swallow these nuts, as they say, of course, but appreciate the call. Yo, Kokushibo, how's it going? Hello, hello. Good to see you. No, but I've been feeling definitely the effects of doing War and then Johto back to back like that. But also just my job. I think that's the biggest thing. I feel like I would be okay. I would still be going kind of strong. I feel like I would still be like burning the wick at both ends, as it were, if my job had not been so taxing the last few weeks. But the last 2 weeks, especially of my job, there's been like shit happening. There's been an employee that's been difficult. There's been like, I don't know. There's been a lot of garbage. A lot of weird extra random stuff. And then also I've been covering. So I've been doing a weird shift. And this week and next week, I'm working odd hours. And I think that's also throwing me off quite a bit. And I'm really sad because this last week, I'd been kind of feeling the burnout a little bit. You know, not bad, but like a little bit tired. This last week I've been feeling a little bit tired and not feeling as open to streaming or as open to making videos. Obviously, I haven't done any, but I don't know. Like this week and next with the schedule change, I feel like it's gonna be so hard to stream or do anything, which is part of the reason why I'm doing a late, weird, intoxicated stream today. You know, I got off work at like 7 today. That's going to be the case for the rest of the week. Whereas normally I'm going live at 6. I don't know. It just feels weird. I'm in the wrong time clock right now. You know, this is normally the ender. This is normally the ends part of stream, or the later part of stream or whatever. And that's like, you know, just going live sort of thing. 51 minutes ago. I don't know. It's weird. This whole week is weird. It won a pretty major case yesterday. Definitely feel the burnout. Yeah. It's hard. It's hard to do the job thing. If I could just wake up and do PokeMMO, that would be so nice. Unfortunately, job comes first. Gotta spend all my energy. I wish so badly that I could, I don't know, wake up in the morning, stream, do all the PokeMMO things I want to do all day, and then go to work and just be tired at work or whatever. But unfortunately, I have to work first thing and then be tired here. Well, if it isn't my favorite streamer, yo, what's up, Mace? If it isn't my favorite chatter. Just want to shunt? Yeah. I just want to press 2 buttons. I just want to press 2, and I want to left click. Is that too much to ask? You know? Is that so hard? What? I thought I was your favorite chatter? My heart is broken. Oh, Kuroshi, I'm sorry. You're definitely, I'll say Kuroshi, you're at the top 5. I'll never narrow down who my top 5 is because, you know, feelings and everything like that. But, like, I will say without a doubt, Kuroshi's in the top 5. Oh, man, the Mariners lost. Let's go. First Mariners lost in a while, it feels like. I guess they lost that game to end their win streak, but yeah, Kuroshi, you're like, I don't know. You're in the top 5. You're definitely my favorite. You know, like in my favorite group. I appreciate all my chatters, but those Mr. OGs will always have a special place in my heart. Hope you're well on day 11 of 14 of work week. Stayed till midnight yesterday, sending blessings for. Damn. Khan, I feel like you've been going so hard with work lately. I hope that it's not too much. I hope that you're doing all right. And I hope that you're able to, you know, get some time for yourself and your garden and everything like that. I wish you the best, Khan. I hope I'm bottom 5. I don't... no. There's no bottom 5 of my chat. If you're in the bottom 5 of my chatters, you get banned, you know? Yeah, for real. Khan, you need some R&R. I feel like every time I've seen Khan for the last, like, month, you've been talking about working hard. Get your rest, man. Hope you're doing alright, obviously. If you're enjoying it, making that dough, more power to you, but I hope you're doing all right. I feel like I've been, I don't know, personally, I've been so burnt out of work, so. Oh, that's right, I guess you did just get back from vacation, yeah. Stacking paper back, I have to buy more crypto. You know what, never mind, Khan, you're fucking soaring. What am I talking about? I did forget that you just got back from vacation, yeah, but still. I need another vacation. Ugh. Yeah, deserve grind to blow it on crypto, yeah. You the Phoenix music. Cracked indeed. Cracked indeed. I just can't. I don't know, I can't do it right now. WorldCoin shit insane. Did another meme stonk take off? Every time that happens, it just makes me sad. Like, man, so many people probably became like thousandaires, if not millionaires, overnight because of some random bullshit. Requiring the iris data? Wait, what the hell? I'm so out of the loop. I don't know anything about crypto, to be fair. Small scan of your eye, yeah. So it's a crypto that requires an iris scan. What, to access your crypto or something? Me either, yeah. I don't know a shit about crypto. The only thing I know about crypto is that it can go fuck itself forever for destroying the graphics card economy. You know, if we just had like cheap graphics cards, life would be good, but unfortunately Bitcoin mining destroyed that forever, so XRP is the chosen one. It will rise like the phoenix. Honestly, I need to just invest in whatever Khan's investing in. It seems like he can make some good investments with Gambas. Probably to be trusted. And that way, if I lose, I can just blame you, you know? I'm just kidding, of course. Just joshing around. You know how it goes. Ugh. Well, I'm like an hour into stream, and I'm already like, alright, well, time to go to bed. Today's such a shit show. I don't know why. I don't know what possessed me to go live. Clue was obviously memeing about it in the Mr. Discord or whatever. Me and Clue were talking about it, but I don't know what actually possessed me to be like, you know what? I kind of feel like streaming. Maybe because I haven't done enough, but I'm so fucking tired. Not a financial advisor yet. Met with a regional director of the firm this morning at 5 a.m. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, definitely not a financial advisor. I keep having to mute because I'm like letting out the most freaking vicious yawns ever. So if you hear me go quiet for a second, that's probably what's happening. Make me some money. I need to buy RP to shunt Alpha. You want to shunt Alpha Umbreon? That's so amazing. I love the idea of you going for a second EV, but going for an Alpha and making it an Umbreon of all things. That's so... That's insane. I think if I was going to shiny hunt any Alpha, it would be Alpha Breloom. Just because the Shalfa of that is so good. Maybe Alpha Miltank would be a good one to start with. I say start with, like I'm gonna get a Shalfa. Not everyone's JW tree. Not everyone can just get a Shalfa. Locked in. Yeah, it's fair. Gotta go for Alpha Umbreon no matter what. I appreciate it. But like Alpha Miltank wouldn't be that bad. I feel like you just probably want to wait for like 1 or 2 more Alpha hordes before going for it, because then the price can really go down. Yo, get that crablet rave going. Shrimp lad, thank you for resub. Thank you for the resub of the Prime. Appreciate you, gamer. Also, I saw your message on Discord. I'm just so dumb and so tired. I haven't been able to like respond or actually do anything about it. But I appreciate you looking out for me with the encounter counter. Yo, what's up, Tactically Blundered? How's it going? Welcome into the worst stream you've ever seen in your entire life. Today's a shit show, but we're embracing it. But yeah, I feel like Miltank would be a really good one if you wanted to do alpha breeding for cheap. I would just maybe wait for like, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. I kind of want to go for it. I kind of want to try like a box or something. Even if you don't have to pick gender, still 1.2 bill. Yeah. The thing is that it would be a good alpha shunt to go for, and it would be the cheapest one possible. So, if you were gonna do it, maybe maybe think about it. Isn't Jinx cheaper? Yeah, but Jinx sucks, so. Corsola good too? Yeah. We're talking about good shinies here, totes. We don't have any... we have any good Jinxes? I'm just kidding. Shiny Jinx is fine. I just don't care about Jinx. Corsola? Oh, wait, not shiny. Not A group. Yes, alpha. Corsola is... seems like around 30k, honestly. Pretty rough. The random roll's male, you sell for more than the female price. Oh, gotcha. So you can kind of like make a little bit of your money back doing that. They were closer to 20k than I happened, yeah. Hiroshi out here driving the market up. Do a box of alphas a month. It's ruined me financially. Alpha breeding is the fastest way to piss away money, I think. There might be faster methods out there to like truly just throw away money, but alpha breeding is the fastest, I think. The fastest and most consistent. Mr. Shiny team chat, okay. Let me check. Blood found a shiny Kakuna. Damn. Okay, GG's. Seems like they're already catching it, so I'm not going to go over. If you want to piss away your money, my inbox is always open, yeah. If you want to Shalfa breed and have just as much of a chance as hatching an actual Shalfa, just mail your money to Shrimp Lad. In before Shrimp Lad gets banned for RMT. No, yeah. If you want your money to go towards a good cause instead of just disappearing in Shalfa breeding. It's kind of a nuts how much money gets lost per like batch. Like just one box of male like alpha field egg group breeders or whatever is so much fucking money, it's insane. Yeah, donate to Kuroshi so that Kuroshi can fucking Shalfa breed more. What's the going price? Male egg group field alphas. So wait, male. Did I not search that? Male. So the cheapest is, wow, already up to 44. I'm guessing Kuroshi's had a hand in that. So let me just do 44,000 times 60. 2.6 mil per box. Need to fix my strings desperately. 44k, fuck, yeah. It's not good. So it is 2.6 mil. 2.6 million Pokeyen for one box of alpha male field A group breeders. So if you wanted to do the cheapest... I can't talk. If you wanted to do the cheapest egg shunt in the game right now, sort of... I guess maybe Jinx would be cheaper. But if you want to do one of the cheapest egg shunts in the game and do Miltank Alpha... Or not egg shunts. Alpha shunts. Shit, I can't talk. It's still 2.6 mil. It's still more money than I have for one box. And that's not even counting the Miltanks that you would have to buy. It's 2.6 mil. As opposed to 220k for like a Ditto box. That's insane. That really goes to show you the difference between Shalfa breeding and regular breeding. Oh, damn. Pretty good stats, yeah. Okay. Type, please. GG's. Nice Kakuta. GG's to Blood. That's awesome, honestly. Kakuta's such a good shiny. Oh god, what am I clicking on? Layout 1 updated. Oh no. Clicking on random shit. Clicking on random shit in my piece. Fine. We're breaking stuff. We're fixing stuff. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. How are you? Gonna go home and watch The Godfather Part 2? Yo, have a good night. I've actually never seen The Godfather Part 2. Maybe that's just because I... and brace yourself for this next sentence here. Maybe it's because I fucking hated The Godfather Part 1. But I've never seen The Godfather Part 2. And I think I should. I've heard from numerous different sources that Part 2 is better. But Part 1, to me, seems like the most overhyped movie of all time. The Godfather, the original Godfather movie, seems to me as maybe one of the most overhyped movies of all time. Overrated. I don't necessarily want to say overrated movies of all time, because I feel like just the phrase overrated is usually wrong. Overhyped, yes. Good, yes. I will agree with that, totes. I think that The Godfather Part or The Godfather 1 has definitely good parts in it. Part 1 is only good after you watch it twice. Everything is hinted at the first scene. You know what, Con? That might be a really good. That might be a really good call. It might be one of those movies I need to watch again. And I definitely need to watch Part 2. I think another reason why I didn't like Part 1 is a friend was like, "Hey, let me just come over and we'll watch Godfather or whatever." And I had a headache or whatever, and I wasn't super feeling it. But also, like, man, that movie is flawed as fuck. Godfather is great, but has some scenes that needed to be cut the fuck out. Probably overrated, but it is amazing. I need to watch Part 2. And I'm sure, like, if I watch Part 1 and Part 2 back to back, it might be better. But I was super over it. Scarface, never seen it. Never seen Scarface either. But no, Godfather to me was just like an over-bloated mess. To me, also, I value movies that have really good pacing. Like if a movie's 190 minutes, Jesus, 90 minutes. I literally can't talk. Ignore everything I'm saying, by the way. This entire stream is a pile of dog shit. Please throw it in the trash where it belongs. But no, if a movie's like 90 minutes, if it's like an hour and a half, I think that's perfect if it can achieve everything it wants in that, hour and a half. I feel like that's the best length for a movie for pacing's sake. There's obviously movies that break the rule and do it very, 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 very well. I absolutely adore The Lord of the Rings. I could watch that endlessly, and I feel like it should be longer than it is. So, you know, movie length doesn't matter at all. But The Godfather, the entire time I was watching The Godfather, I was like, I wish this movie was shorter. I wish this movie was... I wish they would, like, had cut The Godfather down to, like, a tight, like, you know, hour and a half, 2-hour movie or whatever. They're sending the hobbits to Isengard. Yes. The OG YouTube. Fucking potatoes. Fucking boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Is something that I quote maybe every single day of my adult life. Mainly just because potatoes are the best, and I'm always talking about potatoes, but, you know. They set up the villains, the heroes. Mikey's the boy. Definitely tell this and racist, but it's about the 40s. Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna say it. Hobbit movies are good. Crucify me. Totes, if you wanted to be crucified for your love of the Hobbit movies, you have come to the right place. Because I will say, The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey, the first of the Hobbit movies, is a good movie in terms of just a movie. The Hobbit Part 2 and Part 3 or whatever, the second and third Hobbit movies, are actual hot diarrhea, garbage, horse shit, fucking trash. And I'll tell you why. Because Part 2 is not Part 2. It is Part 1.5 and Part, like, 3 minus. Like, it's Part 2 is not a movie. It does not have it does not have a 3-act structure. The end of Part 2 is the beginning of Part 3. The fact that they cut first off, sorry, huge spoilers for the Hobbit movies if you haven't seen them already or read the book that's fucking 100 years old. But the fact that Smaug is the intro to the third movie rather than the climax of the second movie is entirely wrong. The fact that they split the movies up into 3 movies just ruins the entire structure of the I feel like the book. Maybe if they split it up differently, but the way they split it up was terrible because of the production interference by the actual, like, producers that made the movie. Like, The Hobbit is one book. Peter Jackson and company, I guess Guillermo del Toro originally, but the original makers of the movie wanted to split The Hobbit into 2 books, and then the studio was like, you know what, we could do 3. And then Guillermo del Toro tapped out, and they brought in Peter Jackson to clean up the mess, essentially. And Peter Jackson, the entire time he was making the 3 Hobbit movies, was stressed out of his mind and not having a good time, and didn't do any of the same things that was done on The Lord of the Rings. And because of that, like, Part 2 doesn't have a 3rd act. It just goes and goes and goes, and eventually the movie ends, and it's a cliffhanger for Part 3. And then Part 3 is super anticlimactic because the big bad Smaug dies at the very beginning of the movie, and then they have to kind of, like, kick rocks and try to do the Battle of the 5 Armies. And the Battle of the 5 Armies in the book, I'm gonna be such a nerd here, but the Battle of the 5 Armies is such a blip in the actual Hobbit book. It's not an important fact. Like, obviously it's the end of the book. It's a big climactic part of it, but it's not. Yeah, it's a footnote. Bilbo is literally unconscious for it, and they made it into an entire movie. In like the movie, also, I should stop talking about the book, but in the movie, yeah, nerd emoji, absolutely. In the movie, like, the second Hobbit movie has, I think, a good beginning, but it has no climax, so it just continues to fall apart as it goes. The forced romance between Keely and Evangeline Lilly, the elf, is weird and just sort of shoved in. The conflict between Bilbo and all the dwarves seems contrived at almost every single point because they keep trying to do the same thing. They did the same thing in the first movie as they did in the second movie as they did in the third movie, which is supposed to be the overarching, like, I don't know, emotional conflict for Bilbo and the dwarves throughout the entirety of The Hobbit, which is that they don't really trust him until he earns their respect, and then they trust him, and then Thorin goes crazy and doesn't trust him anymore. But I feel like in the Hobbit movies, since they split it up into 3 books, they go through trusting him and not trusting him so many fucking times that by the end, when Thorin's gone crazy with, I don't know, treasure lust or whatever, it doesn't feel earned. It doesn't feel like right. I'm all over the place with my rage, but you brought up the Hobbit movies, and this is like my biggest. This is one of my biggest fucking pet peeves with everything in general. It's just the Hobbit movies. It encompasses so much that I hate about the movie making industry and about books to movie adaptations and about just work in general. All of the dwarves got shoved to the back in the second and third Hobbit movies. Mace brings up a great point. Martin Freeman's Bilbo is solid gold. I absolutely agree. Martin Freeman's great casting. Richard Armitage as Thorin is super great. Would you have preferred the movies never made, though? Yes. Unironically, yes. The biggest fucking yes that has ever been yes ever. I feel like so many movies, like, at least they got made, at least they got thrown onto the screen, but I feel like the Hobbit movies, the way they were made, I so badly wish they were not made. And so that someone could still make the Hobbit movies with a true adaptation rather than just the cash grab that it ended up being. Because I feel like the Hobbit movies started out as a passion project, same as the Lord of the Rings. They started out being like a really big like passion project for Guillermo del Toro and all of the people working on the movies, the screenwriters, everything like that. But then the studio was like, let's make it 2 movies, and they were like, you know what, we can work with this. Let's make it 2 movies. It's a big enough story. We can do that. We can pull from expanded things. And they were like, you know what, let's make it 3 movies and really squeeze the cash out of it. And then they were like, okay, well, Guillermo del Toro's out, so now we gotta like patch up the things, and it just nuked the project and turned it from what should have been a passion project of love into a bloated mess of garbage. What about the Amazon series? Yeah, the Amazon series is just taking that and then turning the dial up to 10. It's hot doo-doo, absolutely. Yeah, it should have been the movie, not the movies. I agree. I think The Hobbit could have been turned into 2 pretty good movies if they had included stuff from the appendices, if they included stuff from like the expanded stuff, the expanded universe, I should say. Not really a universe, but you know what I mean. Extra Tolkien lore. If they had pulled from that, they could have made 2 good movies with the right director. But the problem is that they changed directors, and then there was a lot of studio interference with like the dwarves. I touched on this briefly, but like, this is the Hobbit rant stream now. But the dwarves were such a big part of the first movie. All of them having individual identities, you know, all of them having something to bring to the narrative, like kind of as a whole, you know, in that camaraderie, that sense of like finding their home again or whatever. And then in the second movie, they literally are extras. There's a documentary that Lindsay Ellis made about the Hobbit movies, which I highly recommend if you haven't seen it on YouTube. And it goes into this in great detail. But essentially all of the dwarves for movies 2 and 3, if you were not like Fili, Kili, or Thorin, and I guess Balin too to a certain extent, but if you were one of the extra dwarves, if you were one of like the non-main 3 or 4, they were essentially treated like extras. They would show up to filming, they would stand there all day, and then they'd go home. And you know, for a lot of scenes, they ended up just being background characters. They ended up just sort of standing there. The brotherhood that was completely forgotten about, and I think that you can kind of feel that in the movies. I feel like the second movie is much more, oh look, Kili's falling in love with this random elf lady, and this one Bino Orc is chasing after the dwarves, and so much other random garbage that is not at the core of the story of The Hobbit, which is about the dwarves finding their home again, and about Bilbo going on an adventure. You know? I don't know. It gets so far away from it that I feel like it gets further away from what's fun. However, the love interest was dumb, but the Hobbit's about to search for money. Yeah, I mean it was at its core is the problem. Searched for that long forgotten gold, but unfortunately, producers were fucking searching for their long forgotten gold. I'd happily watch the Hobbit series over the Amazon series any day. Yeah, the Amazon series, we could get into that as well. And spoilers for the Amazon series, if you haven't seen it and care about that. Full spoilers for the Amazon series. Oh my god, spoilers. But the Amazon series, for me, was more enjoyable than the Hobbit series, because the Hobbit series, I went into it being like, this could be good, and I could love this. Like, I could have a really good time with this. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, they don't care about the thing that I'm watching at all. It's actually bad, and it felt like a little bit of a betrayal. I don't know, it felt like a little bit bad. The Amazon series, I went into it being like, this is gonna be such dog shit, and I can't wait to make fun of it. Couldn't watch but 3-4 episodes of the Amazon series, gave it a real shot. Yeah, me and Mace watched all of it, and I had a lot of fun hate watching it, but god, is that series awful. Oh my god. The Amazon Lord of the Rings series has basically every single thing going against it. It's so bad. And it's got no future as well. There's no way that they could go with that. The wargs made me laugh. Yeah, they somehow ruined the wargs. House of Dragon was incredible. How? That much wasted money. I still need to see House of Dragon. Please, God, no spoilers for that. I'll just throw that right off the top since we've been doing spoilers for the Lord of the Rings stuff. I still need to watch that. Haven't either? Okay, perfect. Yeah, we'll keep cool. House of Dragon is one of those things that I got burned so bad with Game of Thrones that I'm not going to watch House of Dragon until it's done. Until it's like completely finished, done, and over, and then I will watch it. I've heard nothing but good things about it so far. Facts, I'm still hurt. Yeah. I'm hoping that House of Dragon can be that sort of holdover, or not necessarily holdover because I'm not waiting for anything, but it can be that, I don't know, stand-in for the end of Game of Thrones. But I'm not about to get invested in something just to have it be canceled. I'm not about to get invested in something just to have it be bad. Waiting for book 6 copium. Red Wedding, though. Will never come. George R. Martin's a liar and a PokeMMO dev. Nah. I think George R. Martin is doing the right thing, and I will die on this hill. I'll probably have a lot of time to live after someone else dies, but we're not gonna get into all of that. But I feel like George R. R. Martin is doing the right thing in that he is thinking very, very long and hard about every single decision that every single character is making for like the rest of the series. And I think part of the problem is that as he goes, the series gets more and more complicated, more and more plot threads have to intertwine, and everything just gets slowed down. And I think with the TV show coming out, obviously he was busy with doing that for a while, but also with the TV show coming out, he needs to make sure that he not only avoids the pitfalls that the TV show made, but also like maybe I don't know, maybe because of the TV show happening and it failing in some regards or succeeding in some regards that he wasn't expecting, you know, he's gonna have to rewrite some things, he's gonna have to change some shit, And I think also he's definitely going to be way more particular. I think he's going to be way more particular about what he puts into the books, because he knows that, like, obviously if it's not perfect, people are going to tear him apart forever for it, you know? I just hope that George R. R. Martin has really extensive notes and really extensive, like, rough drafts, so that if, God forbid, anything ever happens before the series is done, his work is still able to live on in a complete form, even if it's not super complete. Because I feel like, you know, aside from the selfishness of wanting the story to be complete and wanting the end to the story, for George himself, the guy that's, you know, gave us this great story, I really hope his own personal fulfillment is met. I hope he's able to finish the journey, or at the very least have it mapped out in a way that he's, you know, happy with and proud of, that can live on. Because the worst thing that could possibly happen is if George, God forbid, hope it never happens, if George passes and the story's not finished and he doesn't have any, like, written works that are finished, and the TV show is just the ending that we got forever. Could you imagine? Brandon Sanderson would finish it. He probably will. He probably would, at least. The problem is that he wouldn't be good enough for it, you know? It wouldn't be George. It wouldn't have the same je ne sais quoi. I'm sure he'd do a great job, to be perfectly honest. Great author, but... Large George R. R. Martin stan, but believe me, will never come. Yeah. 2/3 done on a Pokedex on a grind. Yo, good luck. Pokedex is hard. On October 2022, Martin stated that he's completed approximately 3/4 of the novel, written approximately 1,100 to 1,200 pages. 400 or 500 pages left. I remain optimistic. Yeah. I know he's also someone that, I think with his words, he's a gardener, likes to plant seeds and see how they grow. So I know he's also someone that will throw out things that he has created and start from scratch or whatever. But yeah, hopefully we get an end to the story at some point. I have long since given up waiting. I mean, I gave up waiting in, like, season 6, I think, of Game of Thrones. Because I think season 5, I finished season 5 and I'd caught up in the TV show. And I was like, you know what I could do? I could read the books. And I read the first book, thoroughly enjoyed it, but it wasn't really for me. Reading just in general isn't... I'm not a super big fan of reading. It takes a specific book to get me hooked. And while I really enjoyed the Game of Thrones book, it wasn't as gripping for me as watching it on TV, to be perfectly honest. There are certain things that I appreciate the book forms way, way more. And Game of Thrones, for whatever reason, wasn't one of them. I much more enjoyed listening to the audiobook of Game of Thrones. That was much more enjoyable, because I read through the first book most of the way, and then I think I started it over and then finished it on audiobook and listened through, like, some of the second book. But yeah, I don't know what it was. It didn't grip me. Did you get hooked on Hunger Games? Yes. The Hunger Games books, actually, that's a perfect example. That's a book that I enjoyed way, way more as a book than I did as the movie. The Hunger Games movie, I think the first movie was a pretty good adaptation. I think the second movie was all right. And I did not watch the end of the Hunger Games movies because they split it up and I could not care less. Books were elite. I think that the Hunger Games books were a good time. I wouldn't classify them as elite, but I think that they were a full story, and I think from start to finish, the Hunger Games books were a good read. Absolutely. I really, really enjoy the first two Hunger Games books. The third one lost me a little bit, but that's just me. Don't watch the third movie, yeah. Movies were sold, but the books sold out? What? What's up? Or movies were solid? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, solid. Okay. Usually I'm better at translating typos in Twitch chat, but I'm I'm a little bit suited still, a little bit tired. Yeah, the Hunger Games. I finished the Hunger Games book 12 minutes before the movie started. I was at the midnight premiere of the Hunger Games first movie, and I was finishing the book in like the front rows or whatever. And I remember finishing the book and being like, yes, I did it. And I closed the book and I was like, now I can watch the movie or whatever. And then watched the movie and went home, stayed up the next few hours talking with my buddy about it, and then did my paper route. And then fucking went to school the next day. Because I'm a lunatic. And then probably crashed at like, I don't know, 1 or something the next day. It was nuts. Good times. But yeah, the Hunger Games books were really, really, really enjoyable, I'd say. Mostly because you get Katniss's perspective. It's like a first-person book. So a lot of... I say a lot of the book. The entire book, you are watching... God, I need to stop streaming and go to sleep. The entire book, you're like going through Katniss's perspective, and you're getting me. You know, you're getting those first person perspective. You're getting her thoughts and everything like that. And so I think it's a way more interesting experience for going through the Hunger Games, which is usually a solitary, more psychotical. That's not the fucking word. I can't talk. Ignore me. What am I even trying to say? It's more of like a brain thing. Psychological. Thank you, Shreddingly. I can't even talk right now. I don't know what it is. Words are not finding my brain. It's more of a psychological engagement to like read the book rather than watch the movie. I feel like the first Hunger Games movie, there were so many times I was watching it where, did you just have a brain thing? Yeah. Usually I'm way better at talking, but today wasn't the stream for it. Today was a self-proclaimed shit show from the start. But like the first Hunger Games book especially, and I think the second Hunger Games book as well, because those are the only ones I can compare to the movies. You get way more of like the internal monologue, and it's way more interesting because of that. Whereas when I was watching the movie, there were so many instances of like complete silence, and Katniss is like looking around, being like, "Oh, I heard a noise" or whatever, and she's sort of like looking off the distance, and it's silent. And then the scene will cut, and nothing will be said, nothing will happen. She'll just like be sort of looking off in a direction or whatever. And in the book, you can get so much of her like internal monologue and I don't know, character and things like that. Whereas the movie, I feel like Hunger Games is actually one of those things that doesn't lend itself to the screen as much as other movies do. I think it's a better book just because it's way more of like a psychological experience that Katniss is going through. Even though she's in a murder game, it's like most of the book is her just chilling, you know? Most of the book is things that are not happening. Or her internal monologue is like the Capitol's fucking with her and things. I did read the first Percy Jackson book. I think I read part of the second one, but I only read it once. I did also watch the movie, and dear God, there could not be things more different. Watching the Percy Jackson movie after reading the book is kind of like... it's kind of like, I don't know... They're nothing like, I should say. I refuse to believe it exists. I almost want to say that the first Percy Jackson movie is so far removed from the source material that it's almost good in its own right of like bad moviedom. but it's such a bad movie as well. I will forever love the Percy Jackson movie just for the scene when Pierce Brosnan hands him the pen and he's like, here you go, use this to defend yourself. And he's like, this is a pen. This is a pen. It's a good line. They used it in the trailer. Anyways, it's a weird non sequitur, but yeah, that best part of the movie, no other part of the movie deserves to exist. Like, genuinely, the rest of the movie should be forgotten about entirely. The this is a pen scene, Oscar gold. Sell me this pen. Yeah, exactly. Read The Lightning Thief in school. Yeah, I also read it in school. It was my American Lit class, and they were like, you're allowed to read any book. You just have to read a book and write a report on it after this certain amount of time. And I think it was at the age and at a time where most of my classmates were reading a lot of older literature, I should say. And I was like, I remember grabbing The Lightning Thief and I was like, you know what? I've never read Percy Jackson, and bringing it out to my teacher and being like, hey, does this count? And he was like, whatever, as long as you're reading something. I was like, just score. It's technically a kid's book, I think, but I'll take it. It's in high school. I'll allow it, you know. It was a good time. I definitely failed that class because I didn't do any fucking work ever. The teacher was dog shit, to be fair, but the fact that he let me just get away with not doing any of the work was great. I just read Percy Jackson in class. Like, we'd have assignments where it was like, oh hey, you're supposed to be reading X book and filling out this report on it or whatever, and I would just be reading my Percy Jackson book the entire class, because you were supposed to be reading it outside of it. Just got a Graveler shiny. Yo, GG's, Nico. That's a great shiny. Good luck on the catch if you haven't caught it already. If you failed, did you really get away with it though? Shreddingly, I actually did, yes. Because here's the thing, I failed that class, but I only failed it at the end of the year when it didn't matter anymore. I should say there's a whole thing with my education history. Wanted Gligar, but okay, stats are trash. Yo, if you caught it, that's GG's. That's awesome. Shiny's a shiny, right? Yeah, shinies are shinies. Exactly, Blundered. Absolutely. If it sparkles, we love it. Oh, god damn it, it's nighttime. Agree, yeah. I think the sooner that you free yourself from the opinion, obviously not saying you have this opinion, but I feel like the sooner that newer PokeMMO players and newer shiny hunters in general free themselves from the mindset of, oh, I got a shiny, I wasted my luck on X shiny or whatever, rather than shinies do not affect the next shiny raid or whatever. Like, I feel like the sooner that you can have that mindset switch of just shinies are shinies, next one shows up whenever it does, the better. Yeah, the fact that you already agree is huge. Breeded down Nugget looks good. Yeah, I think all of that line looks great, honestly. But what was I saying? Yeah, I definitely got away with it because in so many of my other classes that I was taking that year, I didn't show up to school. I didn't do any of the homework because I still and definitely did at that point view homework as utter horseshit. That should never be done. I was a bad student. Don't do as I do, kids. But I didn't ever do my work, and then also like whenever we had big assignments or anything like that, I didn't do those. All of the other classes that I had, my teachers would get on my case and they'd be like, hey, you're not doing X, I need you to do X or whatever. And they would talk to me. They talked to me during class or whatever. Like when everyone else was busy with their individual work, they'd come up to me. They'd fucking talk to the principal about me or whatever. They'd be like, hey, Rumel's not doing his schoolwork. And then the principal would like get on my case. Probably, I guess it wasn't the principal, it was probably the vice, but however schools work. I got detention at one point, I think from my math class because I was skipping that. But my American lit teacher was such a bad fucking teacher, and he himself was not doing so much of the things that he should have been doing, that I got away with not doing a single ounce of like actual schoolwork in that class, aside from the in-class like activities. If we were like reading Shakespeare that day or whatever, I'd go up there, I'd read the Shakespeare, I'd say the words, you know. That was totally fine. I'd be totally fine with that. But the second we had any kind of like homework or anything like that, nah, fuck that shit. Got my first shiny 34 seconds before shooter service switch on Johto as soon as I encountered it. Like, bro, what the fuck? You should have enough timer from when the earthquake starts to catch a shiny. The fuck? That's terrible though if you lost it. Never waste your luck. Do you feel bad when you're... Yeah, if you're super deep into eggs or something and you get a random shiny, that anger is justified, absolutely. You're wrong there. Yeah, homework is trash. Absolutely. Did it out of fear of all through law school. That's... Yeah, it's fair. First shiny was Hitmonlee. I accidentally killed it. Oh my god. Yo, good luck, Cossie. Accidentally killing the Hitmonlee. I feel like there's a non-zero chance I've seen that clip. I've seen a clip of a Hitmonlee dying. I hope that wasn't you, but if it was, rip and good luck. But yeah, homework is absolutely bullshit. We got 7 detentions in high school for dress code violations. Yeah, the not shaving is utterly wild. Like, that's just not natural. I don't know. Anytime anyone has a shaving policy, I feel like they're just trying to... They're just doing some bullshit. That's just some horse shit. I don't know. You get the angry Rumel this stream. That's just some horse shit. If anyone has a shaving policy, you need to fight them on it, and you need to I don't know, kill that. I hate the New York Yankees for this. The Yankees make all of their players have a dress code. They make them cut their long hair, and they make them shave their beards, and it is a racist policy, first off, because it discriminates against other cultures that have, like, hair and facial hair, you know, cultures. And then also, it's just fucking bullshit, you know? Let baseball players grow their goddamn beards out. Yankees, stop being so fucking weird about it. It's an old, archaic policy from the fucking 20s, you know? Anyways, don't get me started on the New York Yankees and their bullshit hair policies. Anyways, but if anyone has a fucking razor policy, I hate that. Yeah, I got pissed and threatened to sue. That is the absolute correct response. I feel like as the next generation, obviously I don't know if everyone here is my age. I'm 20 something, or rather, anyone that's of this generation, we need to fight against that bullshit like nothing else. Because yeah, dress codes, fucking hair policies, all of that is utter bullshit, and it is meant to keep you under control. Anyways, this started with me not doing my homework. And somehow I'm like leading an anarchist movement. Boston Red Sox fan? Nah, I'm a Mariners fan. Mariners for life. Although I do like the Red Sox because they have James Paxton right now, who's a former Mariners that I absolutely adore. Paxton was probably my favorite before he got traded. Although he got traded to the Yankees, funnily enough. And they made him shave his beard, and James Paxton, without a beard, looks terrible. You mean a Seattle Reds fan? Blundered. You're actually based. You're actually... Yes. 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 This dude gets it. This dude is actually has a finger on the pulse of the Mariners playoff, or not playoff, of the Mariners roster. Yeah. Fucking Gino Suarez, Luis Castillo, any other Reds that we've pilfered. One of my buddies on Twitter, because I'm big out of the Mariners Twitter sphere. Well, I say Winker, but he's not on the team anymore. Oh, and Luke Weaver too. Damn. Yeah, Winker gone. One of my favorite Mariners Twitter sphere accounts, Trident Deck, does a bit where he does Reds deck, where he pretends that he's a fan account of the Cincinnati Reds, and it's so funny because there's always like 1% of people that don't get it. But yeah, the Seattle Mariners is basically just the Seattle Reds at this point. De La Cruz is so good. Oh my god, yeah. So good, yeah. But anyways, my American Lit teacher. I got so off topic. My American Lit teacher, he would let me do anything in class, and he, the entire school year, never once came up to me and said, "Hey, you're failing my class." He just let me fail. Like, I had an F in his class for the entire second half of the year. I think I had a C in his class the first half of the year because I just barely did enough. And I think I had an F in his class, like a D or an F in his class the entire second half of the year. And I failed, and I did not get anything for it. Because I didn't do any fucking work. And he just let me fail. And he never told anyone about it. He never talked to anyone about it. And I appreciate that. But also, he fucking sucked. So, I don't appreciate him for anything. My math teacher, I had a math teacher that same year because I was homeschooled for the longest time. Being allowed to fail is important, though. I agree. I don't think he was a good teacher. I will say that. I think he was a really bad teacher. I think he let me do it. Big lesson. I agree 100%. I wish I had been allowed to fail earlier in life. I think it would have taught me a lot of good things. I guess I did fail a lot in a lot of regards, but with specific things, I guess I'm talking about. But I feel like with that teacher, it was more of a case of like, it wasn't like, oh, I need to let this guy fail so he learned a lesson. It was more like, I don't want to grade any papers at all. So the fact that he doesn't turn in a paper for me to grade is a positive. He had numerous complaints against him, so I'm pretty sure I hope he's been fired at this point, or at least, like, I don't know, let go. But, yeah. But I had a math teacher that same year that was the first person that ever made math make sense to me, and the first person to ever get me excited about doing math, and like genuinely from the start of the year took me from failing the math class to getting a B in it. And that was probably the best teacher I've ever had. And so I started out both of those classes being like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to be going to school. I definitely don't want to be going to these classes or whatever. I'm not going to do any of this, to passing one of them and failing the other one. And it was entirely because of the teacher I have that like drove me to be better or whatever. But that being said, as a lazy student that didn't want to do anything, I did really, really appreciate having the one teacher that did not give a single shit and would let me get away with anything, you know. Headed to bed. It's 1:30 here. Thanks for hanging out. Yo, Blunder, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling. Appreciate you. Have a good night. Thanks for joining this shit show of a stream. I'll probably need to go to bed soon here, but having fun just chilling and talking shit about teachers, I guess. Honestly, I thought about leaving law and teaching school. I feel like I'm actually doing good. I feel like for the longest time, teaching was actually something that I really wanted to do. I think it's still something that I could enjoy doing. Maybe that's why I'm a streamer. Maybe that's why I make YouTube guides. It feels like a meme, but it honestly does touch on the same sort of things. Like genuinely, being a streamer and a content creator touches on the same sort of things as like teaching school. You got to make your own curriculum. You got to answer questions. You got to educate. You got to have speaking, present yourself well in general. I think so too. I think I've got that talent. That's the one thing I'll give myself. I think I'm really good at bullshitting. Like, even if I don't know what I'm talking about, I think I'm good at going up there and faking it. If I did actually have a topic that I was knowledgeable on and able to, you know, like teach it, if I was like a, you know, whiz at English or something like that. Other than the fact you're drunk right now, but that's besides the point. I'm sobering up a little bit here. I ran out of drink like an hour ago, probably. So, actually, how long have I been streaming for? It feels like so much longer than it has been. Only 2 hours, yeah. Yeah, I ran out of booze like an hour ago, so I'm definitely sobering up at this point, but most teachers are hungover anyways, yes. All of my friends, when I was playing D&D back in the town I used to live in, all of my friends were substitute teachers. And, I mean, one of them, he didn't drink, but he was always popping Xanax, so... He was usually a little groggy, at least. Facts, yeah. And they deserve it. Honestly, teachers need to drink more than anyone else. Dear God, I've seen and I've heard some of the stories of what teachers go through. It's nuts. It's a nightmare. Yeah, I was the worst student ever, and it was probably... I have a really big problem with authority in general. And I think it's because I was raised homeschooled. For like the first, I don't know, 13 years, I think. Yeah, I think it was the first 13 years I was entirely homeschooled. And then for the next couple of years, I had like one class in high school. I took Spanish, and that was it. And it was just because my mom couldn't teach me Spanish. And like, even then, like, I went to high school for one class and then left. I really didn't go to school, really. So it was totally fine. And then I went to college. And very, very quick, because I did Running Start, which is like the advanced program in my area, where you know, if you're a smart kid or whatever, you can go to college during high school and you can earn college credits, you can take college classes, and then once you get going in college full time, you can sort of just get your 2 years done faster or whatever and be done with it or whatever if you just want your associates. Homeschooler, probably want to dick on you for this, that's fine. I'll dick on myself for being homeschooled. I had a very, very unique homeschooled experience, which I'll touch on right now. It was not at all similar to, like, I think most other homeschoolers that I knew, and also very, very different from public schools. And it'll maybe explain a lot of why I am the way I am, but I was pushed into Running Start because all of my siblings did it. The only problem is that I did not get the same amount of schooling at home. I did not get the same amount of schooling at school. And when I started Running Start, I took the test or whatever that has like placement, and I failed so goddamn hard at both the English and the math portions. And then I took it again, and I think I passed the English enough to get into college classes, and then they put me in English college classes, and I think after 1 week, I was like, yeah, I can't do this at all, and had to quit. Bear in mind, I'm like 15 or something, 15 or 16 at this point, not ready for college classes. Definitely not smart. I should not have been in Running Start. It was just because all of my siblings had done it or whatever. And then I was too dumb to go into college, like flunked out of the few classes that I actually did get into in college. And then I was like, okay, well, we got to pivot. So let's send him back to high school or whatever. But because because I was homeschooled, and obviously I didn't get the homeschooling that I needed to be smart enough my mom decided to send me to school. So then I started taking some classes at a high school, and that was the first year after, like, essentially being too dumb to start college early. I went back, quote unquote, back to high school, but I went to high school for the very first time. And so that was the year that I failed out of, like, American Lit and was learning how to do math for the first time, essentially. Things like that. Nepotism is a drug, isn't it? Yeah. Nepotism's one hell of a thing. But yeah, so I went to high school, quote unquote, full time for the first time at like 16, while already having a job and having gotten like half of an education from homeschool and like half of an education from part-time high school, part-time college bullshit. I don't know. It was a shit show. It was a complete shit show from start to finish. And the high school classes that I did pass were way too easy. And the high school classes that I failed were way too hard. And then I think math. Math was the only thing that year that I actually learned anything and actually like retained it. And again, it was just because of that one teacher I had that was great. I hope he's doing well. Things were not great when I left, and I'm bummed, actually. I'm bummed to think about that. I hope he's doing better. But he was such a great fucking teacher. I think it was because he was a science teacher, and so he explained math to us in science terms rather than just, like, math or whatever. But no, as soon as I could, I stopped doing school. It was not for me. Failed high school, I had to go back and get GED in early 20s. Not fun. Yeah, I still needed to get my GED, technically. I'm hoping that I can avoid ever needing it, because technically I can play the bullshit homeschooler card, where I technically have a high school diploma, quote-unquote, from being homeschooled, quote-unquote. But don't tell anyone, because it's not real. Prayers out to Rumel teacher. Yeah, for real. Definitely believe if I didn't have the teachers, I wouldn't be here. Yeah. Teachers can make or break you, I feel like. Going to sales, never need it if you're good. You can make company money. Yeah, I agree. I feel like so much of the current day workforce is you just got to get a foot in the door. And sometimes having a college diploma can help. Sometimes having a good, you know, like high school and college GPA or whatever can help. Obviously, having a high school diploma is required for a lot of places. But like 90% of the jobs that I have ever seen being done, it's just, can you do the job? Yes, no. And that's it. And a lot of those jobs, they'll teach you how to do the job once you get hired. So you just literally have to fake it until you make it. Not gonna lie, only got it because my parents told me they would buy me a PC if I got it. That is so based. That's amazing, Kuroshi. Not gonna get my GET until I can get a PC out of it. That's amazing. No one's ever asked me for my GPA. Exactly. You know what I've learned? Lie. I shouldn't be saving this on a live stream that's saved forever, but fuck it. You're getting unhinged, Rumel, today. Fucking lie. Lie to anyone and everyone you ever interact with in a work environment. Lie about everything. Lie about everything. Like, lie about it all. Lie about it all. As long as they can't prove that you're lying about it, lie about it. Honestly. Like, you'll do better. You'll have a better time. Lie on your application, lie in the interview. Once you start working, please lie. Please don't be a teacher. Don't worry. I'm streaming. I'm streaming right now. We're good. But I was working at Amazon, and in my time at Amazon, I moved up from a lowly like CSR or whatever to being a like, obviously not it's not super high or anything like that. But I moved up to being, one level. I think it was just one level But in Amazon, that's a big deal, moving up a level. But I moved up a level and then also, like, became, like, the senior, I don't know, person, I guess, on my team of, like, a higher team. And the only reason why I did that was because I lied well enough. I did not change anything about my work ethic. In fact, my work ethic got worse in the time that I worked at Amazon, because fuck Amazon. True quotes. Fuck Amazon. They're the worst. But like literally the only thing it changed is I got better at lying to them in ways that Amazon likes. Because Amazon interviews are also bullshit. Their interviews are so weird, like for promotions and things like that. You just gotta learn how to lie to them in the Amazon way. All of their interview questions are like, tell us about a time that you did X, you know? And in my interview, every single one of my examples was made up. Every single one of the things that I did to like improve the situation or like whatever, it was all made up. Every single ounce of it, like maybe there was a modicum of truth in there, in like the very, very base of it. But God, oh, Amazon, they're such suckers. And it was just like lying to the interviewer, because the interviewer didn't do the job. The interviewer was usually some other schmuck that lied to get into their position. And then once I got on the team, I would meet my fucking manager for the first time, and then they would be like, okay, here's what your job is. And I would be like, okay, this is actually really easy and really simple. You know, like it was so silly. I don't know. Amazon's such bullshit. Bought my dad's company and sacked like everyone. Yeah. Behind every lie is a hint of truth. I would agree that behind a lot of lies is a hint of truth. I don't think it's a universal statement, but I think that the best lies have truth in them. I think that's absolutely true. I think that like for example, for Amazon, the best stories that I told were customer issues that I exaggerated into worse customer issues, and then made up the perfect like solution to. Like, you know when you get into an argument and after the argument's over, like later when you're driving home, you're like, man, I should have said this, that would have been fucking perfect. When you're interviewing at Amazon, you can just choose the perfect thing that you thought of 7 days later. And my manager even told me that too. Like, my manager at Amazon was like, lie. What are you talking about? What? Don't tell them what happened. Lie. Tell them that you fixed the problem. Like, I had this problem where someone mistakenly returned shower thought at interviews. Yeah, absolutely. Unironically, absolutely. Like, someone misreturned an item to Amazon that they weren't supposed to. They sent back the wrong box. They sent back a box of like personal items, like their green card, their IDs. It was a box of like important documents, and they accidentally mailed it to Amazon instead of their return. One of the biggest mess up ever. I spent like half of a day calling, you know, call centers. I spent so much time like working on it, trying to solve the issue. I worked with one of my friends that was in another department that like worked closely with FCs to, you know, to do this side of this sort of thing. But Amazon is way too big of a company and doesn't have anything set up in place to fix that sort of issue, right? So you know what I did? I called the customer back after like a week and said, I'm so sorry, there's nothing I can do. And that was it. That was the end of the story. But when I got hired for a job later, the interview question that I'd answered was that I think I had, I don't know, contacted the FC that it got to, and I got them to reverse the shipment, and they mailed back the thing, and it got back to them just in time for them to go on vacation, and they had all the things they needed to leave the country, and everything was perfect and like hunky-dory. But like that sort of thing, lie. Like, my manager even told me, they're like, no, make up, just make up some sort of ending where everything worked out perfectly. That's what they want to hear. Like, and just make sure it shows your way of thinking or whatever. Finish my homework, time to watch Rumel stream. Yo, we're just Everyone clapped and Obama was there. Oh, that fucking broke me. I just pictured Obama being there, looking really proud, and it made me laugh so hard. Oh, thanks, Barack, my man's. Yeah, that's what broke me. Goodness gracious. But yeah, if you ever, oh my god, thank you for that image. Yeah. But if you ever need to get an interview and you're trying to decide between giving an anecdote that isn't the best or lying, just lie. If there's no way that they can prove you wrong, lie. They're not going to. You think you're, like, I don't know, when you're interviewing at a new company, do you genuinely think that your prospective employer is going to call your previous boss and check with them? No. No. No one looks that deep. Yeah. I work with people every day that do interviews, and 99% of the time they're like, "Oh, shit. This person's a warm body. All right, let's throw them in, see how they do." Like, genuinely, there's no information that goes there's no thought. It's just like pure vibes. Too much effort, they look for shallow shit. Absolutely, Kuroshi. Yeah, it's just a vibe check. You need to interview. It's your job to sound smart. That's it. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. If you're ever going in for an interview, just like I think the best prep that you can do is just have stories prepped that make you look good, that relate to the job that you're going in for. And it does not matter at all if they're true or lies or inventions or whatever. Like my current job, I think my boss wouldn't even care if I told him this at this point, because I've done my job for long enough and I've proven that I'm good at it and can do a good enough job at it. But I'm pretty sure my current job, I lied on my interview. Like, I'm pretty sure I lied, like, multiple times with the examples that I gave. But it was just because, like, I don't know, you work for so long and you get so many different examples. I think it's best as well if you can pull from, like, 7 different, I don't know, experiences that you had and just sort of turn them into one big, good story. It's like, this is how I problem solve, and it's actually you solving, like, 8 different problems, but you turned it into one. That could be really huge. Take what you do in game and bend that into your reality. Yeah. Just morph the PokeMMO stuff. Anyways, what a weird and wacky stream. Where's GTL IRL? Yeah. I wish I could have the GTL. I wish I could just, like, flip on the GTL as my main source of living. That'd be nice. Unfortunately, real-world markets are not nearly as predictable and a lot more devastating. You can't just do a gym run real quick if you need to build your cash stack back up. Just turn shiny hunting into some story about patience showing you'll be patient in your job. Yeah, actually, easy W. Yeah. Kuroshi, that's, I mean, you're not wrong. If you can find the way to spin that into whatever job you're doing, absolutely. Like the meme that I would go with for the longest time was Amazon speak. But I guess it's just more corporate speak in general. 100K dry. Oh, I mean, work was slow. Yeah. Well, you gotta like figure out the way to translate it into their words, you know? Like proficient at repetitive, I don't know, large data collecting tasks. I don't know. There's a way to spin it, I'm sure. That I'm far too brain dead for right now. All right. Ugh. I tell you what, everybody, I really appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream without any further ado. What a weird fucking stream. I'm glad I went live because I feel like I got a lot off my chest. I feel like I feel like we hit that perfect level of bullshit. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Appreciate everyone hanging out. I don't even know if is there even anyone on Twitch for me to raid. What's the point? Have a good night, everybody. We'll see y'all later. I don't know how many streams I'll be able to do this next week, which is kind of why I wanted to get this one in while I could. I'm working late tonight. I worked late tonight. I'm working late all this week. And then Saturday I'm working super early, so I'll probably be really exhausted. It's kind of a wonky week, and then next week is the same schedule as well. So I don't know when I'm gonna have time to stream, but I appreciate everybody tuning in, hanging out. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. We'll see you later. Oh, also, lie on those applications. Okay, good night.